Hey there everyone, thanks for watching. I just wanted to bring up something I think is extremely important. This is regarding all the TARP fund information. I'm sure many of you out there have heard about the total bill that could cost all of us. The TARP Special Inspector General, Neil Barofsky, reported that the TARP bill could finally turn up to be $24 trillion. I mean, $24 trillion. It is such an astronomical number. Just let me put it to you in perspective. If you were to spend $1 million every single day since the birth of Christ, up until today, you'd have only $1 trillion. So $24 trillion is, obviously 24 times that. So we're talking, it would take even $1 million a year. It'd almost take almost $50,000 or 50,000 years to spend that much money. And by the way, guys, this is not going to you and me. This is going straight to the banks to bail them out. This is going to bail out J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Wall Street. This has nothing to do with us, guys. As far as I'm concerned, those financial institutions should go straight through bankruptcy, restructuring. It's very healthy to do so. It would obviously cause some pain for all of us, but it would be short-term in nature. Doing something like this is going to cost us not only just money, but economic pain probably for decades to come. I can't imagine how we can really get out of this. And just to put this in perspective, this total bill would cost every single citizen in the United States of America $80,000. So every man, woman, and child would have to be stuck with a bill for $80,000. That is about $320,000 per household if you figure a family of four, roughly, is kind of the average. A lot of people don't make that much money in a year. So I can't even begin to imagine how we could possibly pay this off. Just to let you know, the national debt as it stands today is $11.6 trillion, which amounts to about $38,000 for every man, woman, and child, or roughly $152,000 per household in the United States. Now, if we go ahead and add, you know what? I'm going to be conservative. Let's take half of the $24 trillion, I'm going to call it the banker bailout bill, which is the TARP funds. And we'll say it's $12 trillion, okay? That's still $40,000 for every man, woman, and child in the United States. So, we had the $40,000 to the roughly $38,000. That's about $78,000 for every man, woman, and child in the United States. And that's only considering the TARP funds and the national debt. We're not even considering the deficits that we're going to incur over the next several years as well. According to Barack Obama, our president, I think he was looking at about a $2 trillion deficit, so obviously we're going to have to finance that as well. Just to let you know, too, another fact I found out, too, is obviously our tax revenue has dropped. People are not, they're not employed as much. We're not spending as much money on things. There's not as much commerce as there used to be. So it's estimated that the revenue has dropped to $2.19 trillion. And that's important because the interest on the national debt, our payments for fiscal year 2008 were $412 billion. We're going straight to interest payments on the debt. And the reason why I make this up, or I make this assertion, or at least I'll let you guys know how important this is because at some point the tax revenue is going to drop to the point where we are not going to be able to service our debt any longer. Our interest payments are going to go up, our tax revenue is going to go down, and there will come a time where the United States of America can no longer service its debt. So I implore you, I beg of you, send letters, call your representatives, tell them that they have got to rein in the spending right now. It's going to cause us to be in decades in depression. I see depression. I see nothing. I don't see any green shoots. We're still losing employment by 500,000-600,000 jobs every month. And that's those jobs we know about too, by the way. And then if you add in the U6 figures, which is the people who have been discounted off because they've dropped off the unemployment rolls and things like that. You add U6 back into the government published numbers, and U6 is a government number as well. Unemployment is probably closer to 20% today, and that's today. I see that number rising easily to 30 to 40%, and probably in the next couple of years or so. But 24 trillion, 12 trillion dollars, whatever, to ask every single American citizen to pay $100,000, essentially to fund our government, which I don't know about you, really hasn't done much for me, and then to ask Americans to come up with 50 grand so we can bail out the banks. To me, it's completely unconscionable, and it really should upset you as well. We are no longer in control in this United States. It is very clear that the banks are in control. Obviously, they're the ones who want to be bailed out. We have no say-so in this. But I tell you what, if most of us would just make a quick phone call, I've called my senators and congresspeople and representatives as well. I've sent letters. I'm trying to do this the right way. But at least if enough of us raise as much as stink as we possibly can, we can stop this mess right now. Tell your congresspeople, let the banks just fail. There's a lot of regional banks that are very healthy that did not get into the derivatives mess. That did not get into the collateralized debt obligations. Then go to the casino known as the Wall Street stock markets. The regional banks could easily absorb all of the assets of the larger banks. Yes, it would cost the FDIC some money, but we're not talking about 12, 24 trillion dollars. There's no way it could be possibly close to that. So I beg of you, please talk to your congresspeople, send letters, get other people involved, let everybody know that we are being robbed by the banks. We are absolutely, unequivocally being robbed, and it's time that we actually do something about this, people, because not only are we going to sell our children with literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, just our national debt, we could actually get to the point where everyone's going to lose confidence in the dollar. People are going to sell the dollar, and we are going to be in such a bad situation. The United States empire is falling, people, and we still have enough time to stop this from occurring. The time is late. I'm going to be very honest with you, but right now we have each and every one of us has got to stand up, tell our congresspeople no to these banker bailouts. This is ridiculous. This is, just let the banks fall. Do the typical bankruptcy, redistribution of the assets and the deposits, and the pain will be severe, but it'll be short-lived, and we can go on to economic recovery. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell your congresspeople you're mad and you want this stopped right now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll have more videos as well. So I invite you to do that, and please spread the word. Thanks for watching.